Hey everybody, Felix Staffelbaker here. I wanted to make a video about Gary Gensler and just what he's been up to. He's saying that cryptocurrency falls under security-based swap rules, and there's a lot of people not taking that into consideration. He just gave a speech recently. I'm going to read this and then give a little talk about it. So the United States Security and Exchange Commission may soon issue new rules for the regulation and registration of security-based swaps, including cryptocurrency. In a speech to the American Bar Association Derivative and Futures Law Committee, SEC Chairman Gary Gensler laid out the changes coming to security-based swaps over the next year. The new requirements that will go into effect in November, so we're going to less than 3 months or so, including new counterparty protections, requirements for capital and margin, internal risk management, supervision and chief compliance officers, trade acknowledgement and confirmation, and record keeping and reporting procedures starting next February. So there's about 6 months. For instance, swap data repositories will be expected to disclose data about individual transactions to the public. Is there a current public exchange that's going to be hashing to a public network or something like that? Gensler then clarified, "Thus, I've asked staff to consider ways we can continue to increase transparency and reduce risk through unused authorities, particularly with regard to security-based SEF, swap, execution facility, and position reporting." Toward the end of his speech, Gensler said trade reporting rules will apply to cryptocurrencies if the products are security-based swaps. Make no mistake, it doesn't matter whether it's a stock token, a stable value token backed by securities, or any other virtual product that provides synthetic exposure to underlying securities. These platforms, whether in decentralized or centralized finance space, are implicated by the security laws and must work within the securities regimen. Any offer or sale related or retail participant must be registered under the Securities Act of 1933. Gensler said the SEC will use all the tools they have to make sure investors are protected in these cases. Regulations for cryptocurrencies have been a major talking point with a number of U.S. government agencies in recent months. The chairman of the Federal Reserve took a hard line on the need for stricter regulations for stablecoins on July 14th, going on to discuss the possibility of a U.S. digital dollar before Congress last week. And then a bill was introduced to Congress that is meant to provide greater legal definition to digital assets and reduce the fear of future regulations with regard to blockchain-based tokens. On Monday, a meeting on regulations for stablecoins by the President's Working Group on Financial Markets shared that it expects to release recommendations for such regulations in the coming months. So we could just see that Gary Gensler is saying how he's going to basically November this year and February of next year, there's anticipating on releasing 2 different sets of regulations, and EOS is already compliant, and then when you have somebody like Thomas Farley, when you have somebody like Marty Chavez, when you have people like Peter Thiel, when you have Mike Novogratz, when you've got all the people who are in the know or all in this stuff and on the up and up and have billions of dollars and cover each other's backs for everything. I mean, you have to understand what's going on here, and you have to see what's going on here. EOS is clear. EOS doesn't have to worry about any of that stuff. But basically everything else other than EOS and Bitcoin do have to worry about that. And people aren't paying attention. They're not taking that seriously, and they're going to be super hurting here soon. And I just listen to what the people running the show say and watch what they do with their money, and then I just go ahead and do what they're doing with their money, with my money. And their proven success over time will prove that we'll be successful as well. So I just wanted to put that out there. Stoffel Baker out.